What's going on, Brosaline? Got us a no cooling call here. It's 71 in here and it's set to 68. Set to cool, it's not coming on. I don't hear any fan. Let's turn the fan on and see if it'll turn on. Nothing. Got us an old head smasher here. Let's see, turn the breaker off. Let's see if the thermostat will turn off. Unless they have batteries in it. If it's got batteries in it, I'm gonna narrow it down to transformer testing. Probably don't have any low voltage coming out. Yeah, thermostat's still on, so it's probably got batteries. Yep. I mean, it's okay that it has batteries, but we use the common out here, the blue, going to the C, so you don't really need batteries. But I'm going to test the transformer, get my meter out. I'm going to take the cover off. I'll be back. So if anyone's wondering, this is an Airmark air handler with a carrier condenser unit. Those carriers are notorious for getting bad contactors and then frying the transformer. So for you new guys, the transformer, high voltage comes in here, it needs to come out low voltage here. If it can't, hence the name transformer, transform the power, step it down to a low voltage, you're not going to get any fan or nothing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull these low voltage wires off, and I'm going to see if 24 volts is coming out of here. And if it's not, then I think this is going to be my culprit. But I'm going to do the outside contactor first. Just trying to do a little process of elimination here. I got to turn the breaker back on to power up the transformer. Alright, let me set the meter to voltage. I just noticed there's a capacitor in here. I'm used to working on the Goodmans on the older side of this property. They don't have capacitors there. They are the modules, so we should have 120 coming in the high. Yes, we do. We got 120, and we should have 24 to 27 volts coming out of the low voltage here on the bottom. Just noticed the capacitor, so that's probably going to be it. 27 volts, yeah. Transformer is good, so I bet it's this capacitor. Hopefully. Let me turn the breaker back off. Alright, it's good. The capacitor was good. This is a 10 microfarad capacitor. For you new guys, I just test between the two terminals here. Set my meter to microfarads, test the capacitor. Pretty easy. Sorry about all the drama, guys. I'm used to working on the Goodmans on the older side. Just noticed a 3 amp fuse. That's probably going to be what it is. Still a bad contactor outside though, so I'm going to need to still go outside and check the contactor. So much drama. I haven't worked on this side of the property in a long time. We got the newer carriers. Yeah, I can see it's popped. So we're going to get another fuse, check the contactor outside. That's probably why it blew. Alright, let's check the old contactor on this thing. These carriers, man, full of drama. It's been a while since I've worked on the old school unit with the capacitor and the air handler. I've been doing the old modules with the fan motor, no capacitor, no fuse. Had to get my bearings on this thing. I think I got it now though. These carriers are notorious with these bad contactors and then popping the fuse or frying the transformer. So these contactors should ohm out around 19-ish, between 19 and 25 if I remember correctly. I can get the doggone wire off. Alright, let's go to ohms. That's the little horseshoe signal. There we go. Let's see here. It's going all over the place. It's like 0 ohms. Make sure I'm in there good. Yeah, I've got 0. Went from like 4 to down, it's bouncing all over the place. From 4 to 0, bouncing all over. So this is a bad contactor. We'll change it out. 0 ohms, I say that's bad. Should be an easy fix. Thought I wasn't gonna be able to get my screwdriver in there. I'm glad I got to be on this call because I needed a refresher on these doggone things. I was all over the place. I went transformer because that's been an issue with the Goodmans on the other side of the property. But not this time. Dang, freaking tack weld that thing on there. Get your butt off there, Skid. There we go. Big old piece of boo-boo. Two screws and it's gonna come on out. There we go. Things are junk. Just feels like it. Doesn't feel very quality. I don't know if anything is nowadays anyway. So there's my new one. We'll mount it, wire it back up. Ooh, it's starting to get hot here. Last day of February. Busting beads already. Power is off, by the way. You guys, make sure you got the power off. Pull the disconnect. I turn the breaker off inside. The old flathead on this one. Common side. Black wire. It's got two black wires. One goes on the terminal and one goes on the screw. And then yellow, it's on the run side. Busting beads. Alright, high voltage is hooked up. Now I'll put the low voltage on and go put a new 3 amp fuse in, and that should be it with this dramatic thing. Look at me blaming this thing. It's actually my fault, but we'll blame it on the carrier stuff. Had me searching all over the place. Alright, new contactor. Let's go see what's up inside now. Alright, got the new little 3 amp fuse back in the terminal here. Thing was hiding on me behind these wires here. Didn't see it. There we go. Easy peasy. We got us some AC on this warm winter's day in Florida. Now we got to go outside and make sure the condenser is running. Well, it's running, but the fan air is going down. I wonder if somebody put a capacitor on backwards, because I noticed the capacitor was new when I got here. I wonder if someone hooked up the capacitor wrong, and because the fan's going the wrong way, as you can see. It's supposed to go clockwise. It's running counterclockwise. Well, let me go get my stuff. Oh, here we are again, back at the condenser. Yeah, the air was blowing inside into the condenser. It's supposed to be blowing out the top. I noticed when I did the contactor, I was looking at the capacitor, it was new. So someone has been here before. And you hook these up different from the Goodmans that we have on the property as well, the older side of this property. I think the yellow is the common and the blue is the Herm on these. Where on the Goodmans, the yellow is the Herm, so maybe someone hooked it up wrong. Yep, they got the yellow. They got yellow on Herm and blue on the common. These go the other way. That's the culprit. That's why the fan was turning the wrong way. What a dramatic unit. This thing's just had me all blowed up today on a Friday too. So blue is Herm on the condenser, on the carrier condensers, and yellow is the common. Now the fan should blow the right way. The fan's on the right terminal. Alright, let's try that. Now the fan, or the air, should blow out the top. Fan should be going clockwise. Ugh, old head smasher, can barely talk. Ugh. Compressor don't sound too well. There we go. Now it's blowing out the top. Fan's going that way. Air's getting hot. That's good. Suction line's getting chilly. Yeah, somebody hooked up the doggone capper on. I wonder how long it's been doing that. Just blowing straight hot air into the condenser. Alright, I'm gonna go shoot the vents. Alright, Skid, got it buttoned back up so you can hear the fans running. I'm gonna see how cold this air is blowing out. I'm gonna nickname this unit Soap Opera. This is the soap opera unit. All the drama it's put me through today. On a Friday, 49, it's dropping 48. Cold as a witch's booty. That'll work. Bad contactor caused all this mess. Then I get down there, somebody hooked up the capacitor backwards. But we got it going now, blowing cold. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Late.